and drama is the use of recognizable symbols, that is, words, that speak to us directly. Opera is something altogether different. Opera puts drama on musical wings and speaks to us simultaneously in literal and intangible ways. Once you are capable of receiving its messages, you discover the capacity to live on an emotional level that many non-opera goers will never experience. That is what this book is about, learning how to listen to opera, whether on the radio, on a recording, in full production in an opera house, or even in concert form, and then to experience a rekindling of the soul. Many opera performances we opera-goers cherish are those that first made us love the art form. This period of infatuation, as in love, is one of all feelings writ large. Every older opera-goer you meet will say, "There are good singers and conductors today, but they can't compare with," and then they fill in some names, "who were singing when I began to go to the opera. Now that was the golden age." You should smile and ask the older opera-goer about his memories, but don't feel shortchanged. This is your golden age, and the memories you build will be recounted with pleasure to the next generation. Now that we have nearly a century of recorded performances, you have the unique opportunity to go back and hear how Caruso, Gigli, Di Stefano, Bergonzi, Domingo, and your golden tenor all sing a particular aria. Unfortunately, we don't necessarily give equal affection to more recent great performances. Once the infatuation period is past, however, this does not mean you will become blasé about opera. What makes it so special is that for audiences and artists alike, there is always room to grow, and there are always new things to discover. I have seen operas such as Don Carlo and La Traviata at least 50 times each, and they still fascinate me. My memories of past performances enable me to make comparisons of the choices made by the performers, by directors, designers, and conductors considering these masterpieces. Similarly, as I get older, my experiences in life become more varied, and the pathos of a particular moment I never noticed before may suddenly touch me deeply. There are many other factors that will make a particular performance memorable. For example, who was on your arm the night of that Tristan und Isolde with Birgit Nilsson and John Vickers? What did you do afterward? Certain music will always have particular associations that come to mind whenever that music is heard. I first made love with someone I cherish as the strains of the Act 1 love duet from Otello played on my stereo. So when I hear Morella Freni sing that music, as she did on that video recording with Placido Domingo, is my heart warmed in a special way? Of course. This is an example of how deeply opera can permeate one's thoughts and feeling, and how, on re-encountering particular music, one's feelings can again be aroused. By their very nature, opera lovers are a subjective, opinionated lot. What touches me most deeply may have little meaning for you. For example, I am mightily moved by operas such as Fidelio, Tannhäuser, and Andrea Chenier, in which the hero ardently defends his or her ideals despite inevitable condemnation and punishment. A more cynical opera-goer may find such utopianism unrealistic and will not have the transcendent experience I do. Conversely, that person may identify with the fatalism of Carmen and feel vindicated in his attitude toward life when the gypsy is stabbed to death outside the bull ring in Seville. A person going through a rough patch in a romance will find special resonance in Mimi's and Rodolfo's bittersweet reconciliation during Act 3 of La Bohème, while someone in a more placid relationship may not be affected. As I suggested, one of the glories of a lifetime of opera-going is that while at one stage in your life a particular emotional chord will not be struck, 20 years later you will suddenly experience a revelation at the same moment in an opera that failed to move you before. Opera-goers are not only opinionated about what moves them, but also about who does the moving. Let us take, for example,
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.